Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so the IBF have released their new rankings up and down the weight divisions, of course. In this one, heavyweight division as always. Now, there have been a few changes, so I want to go through them as this video goes along. Now, I like doing these kind of videos because, firstly, we get to talk about fighters that don't usually feature on my channel or anybody else's, really, because they're not in the headline news. But it's always good to keep track of who's who and what it is that they're doing, and, of course, see what kind of route that they're potentially going down, as it's a good way of surveying the heavyweight landscape to see why certain fighters may end up fighting certain fighters in the not too distant future. So if you are new to this channel, please make sure you are subscribed. You're a boxing fan, correct? Of course you are. That's why you're here watching this one, so make sure you are subscribed. So I'm going to go through the top 15, point out the changes, see what fights recently happened, what fights are coming up, all that good stuff. Oleksandr Usyk is the IBF World Heavyweight Champion. Unified champion, of course, with the WBO, the WBA and the IBO. Number 1 is the mandatory challenger, Filip Hrgović. Number 2 is currently vacant. Number 3, Deontay Wilder. Number 4, Anthony Joshua. Number 5, Frank Sanchez. Number 6, Joseph Parker. Number 7, Andy Ruiz Jr. Number 8, Dillian Whyte. Number 9, Otto Wallin. Number 10, Aja Kabayel. Number 11, Murat Gassiev. Number 12, Martin Bakole. Number 13, Dempsey McKean. Number 14, Luis Ortiz. And number 15, Carlos Takam. Now, dropped out this month, Charles Martin. I can only presume that's down to inactivity. That's the only thing that I can possibly put it down to. So that's why he's been dropped. But fresh insert is number 12, Martin Bakole. Now, last time out, and it was some odd weeks ago, so I'm not too sure why they've waited this long to rank him, but he defeated a guy nicknamed the Hulk. I can't pronounce his real name, but nicknamed the Hulk from the Ukraine. And Martin Bakole stopped him in Poland. Now, this guy, he was, 10-0, something like that. But he only defeated journeyman. So it wasn't a great win for Martin Bakole, but Martin Bakole's been out the ring for quite some time, ever since he defeated Tony Yoka. Why was he out the ring for so long? I can only imagine, and that's all I can do, is speculate that it was because he was living and dining off of that Tony Yoka win so he can get a good contract. Ultimately, I mean, it appears that's what he's got with Sky Sports and Boxer. But it's going to be interesting to see what Martin Bakole does next. Now, there has been talk and rumours that he could actually fight Tyson Fury next for Tyson Fury's WBC title. We'll have to wait and see if that transpires or not. If not, let's see Martin Bakole take on somebody that's going to be interesting. Maybe a Joseph Parker or a Hughie Fury or a Dillian Whyte or whatever. Okay, let's see Martin Bakole in there with somebody that we give a damn about. Other changes, Joseph Parker has been boosted by 6 positions into the number 6 position. Now, he defeated, again, I forgot his real name, but nicknamed Django, and he defeated him in Australia, knocked him out very, very early, round 1, wasn't it? So that was a good win for him. Not that guy hadn't lost before, but it was a spectacular performance, as in that looked like the old Joseph Parker, the Joseph Parker that people have been missing for quite some time. They have, so it was a good performance by him. And I'd like to see Joseph Parker fight a Martin Bakole, for example, like that we've just spoken about there. I'd like to see him fight somebody in this top 15 or somebody from another sanctioning body's top 15, as Joseph Parker is ranked there as well. Maybe that rematch of Andy Ruiz Jr. Why not? Now, there have been a few changes, a few ups, a few downs, but nothing drastic. I mean, Andy Ruiz Jr., he's been dropped by 4 positions. Again, I can put that down to inactivity. Last time he fought was Luis Ortiz, and that was quite some time ago, wasn't it? So, let's see what Andy Ruiz Jr. does next. Now, again, he was rumoured to be fighting Tyson Fury, but according to Tyson Fury and Frank Warren, he asked for 20 million. Andy Ruiz Jr. somewhat denied that. Who knows who's telling the truth on that one? Who knows? But let's see Andy Ruiz Jr. really step it up. Now, number 1, Filip Hrgović. Okay, so he's the mandatory challenger. He can sit there. He can wait for the winner of Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. He's already been ordered to take on the winner. Okay, now, could he take a bit of step aside to allow Usyk to potentially fight Tyson Fury in December for Undisputed? Yeah, potentially. Or, of course, he could scupper and go, nope, I want my title shot. So we'll have to keep our eyes close to the ground on that one. But I'm hearing that Filip Hrgović could be fighting one of 2 names. Could be Dempsey McKean, who's ranked number 13 on these rankings. That'd be an interesting fight. Both of them are undefeated, so why not? That'd be a very good fight. It'd be interesting to see how Filip does with that tall southpaw in Dempsey McKean, because last time out he struggled with Zhilei Zhang. Of course, I know that there were reasons for Filip why he struggled with Zhilei Zhang was because he got to America only a few days before fight night, and of course the time difference where Filip trains in the United States of America, I think it's Texas, isn't it? The time zone so far that he spent pretty much those few days sleeping. And of course his father passed away as well. So let's see what Filip is all about when he takes on this tall southpaw in Dempsey McKean, if of course that fight is to happen. I'm hearing that the terms have already been agreed, but we'll have to wait and see. If not, I'm also hearing that he could be fighting Anthony Joshua next. Now, for Anthony Joshua's point of view, that's a good way for him to get back into title contention. You fight and defeat Filip replace him as the mandatory, then you fight the winner of Usyk and Dubois. You're straight back in it. I don't know why all these other fighters haven't been calling out Filip I don't know why. There's an opportunity right there, and it appears that Filip is willing to fight anybody, so we'll have to wait and see. But even so, number 3, Deontay Wilder, and number 4, Anthony Joshua. Both of these fellas look like they could be fighting somebody in the summertime. We're still waiting for official confirmation of that, but it looks like they're on a course to fight in December, unless, of course, one of them lose, or both of them lose, who knows. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I mean, for me, I don't like particularly talking about that fight, knowing that they're both going to have a fight in the meantime, because you never know. It's heavyweight boxing. You know, both of these could end up fighting somebody who go, that's garbage, and could lose. It's a heavyweight division. One punch changes everything. So I'm a little skeptical about this December date as of right now, because they've got fights coming up. If they don't, then great, okay, you know what, we can talk about it. Will Anthony Joshua, will he take on Dillian Whyte? Will he take on Filip Will he take on Dempsey McKean? Who knows what he's going to do? Deontay Wilder, I imagine nobody in this top 15, to be fair. I couldn't imagine anybody like that, honest. It'll be somebody who nobody cares about. That's the form of Deontay Wilder. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not hating. Check his record and tell me. Now, other than that, there hasn't been anything monumental. No other fights have really been announced. What's Luis Ortiz doing? No one knows. Carlos Takam, what's he going to do next? Carlos Takam. Want to have that rematch with Derek Chisora? Maybe Carlos Takam versus Dillian Whyte. Again, you got Carlos Takam. He defeated Tony Yoka last time out as well. That kind of made people look at Mark Bakole's win over Tony Yoka like, it ain't that good, is it? So, anyway, Otto Wallin, what's happening with him? So, anyway, that's my thoughts on this top 15. It's not bad overall. It's not great. I mean, of course, there are some people that should be ranked in here. I feel like Joe Joyce, for example, he should be ranked in here, among quite a few others. But they're not. All we can do is go, okay, well, that's what we've got. Well, let's see what happens moving forward over the next couple of months, especially with the mandatory situation, and of course with Oleksandr Usyk defending that belt against Daniel Dubois. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you next video.